What it is, welcome back to the channel. It's your guy Retro Neo Ness. We're doing something different today. We are doing a brisket. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we are doing a USD Prime brisket here on the channel, but this is the first episode of Games and Barbecue. So if you like this, drop comments down below, like and subscribe, because I'm gonna do different types of barbecue here on the channel if it does well. If not, scrap, and we'll just go back to just playing straight video games. But let's cut into this real quick. We have a USD Prime brisket here. The first thing that I like to do before I throw this on the smoker is we're going to go ahead and trim this down. All the excess fat that I have here needs to get a little bit more aerodynamic. And then from there, we'll season, throw this on the smoker. Right now, this is going to go on all night long. So we're gonna smoke this brisket for 12 straight hours, all the way through the night into the morning. Then we're gonna wrap it, and then we're gonna throw it in my trusty Yeti cooler, so that way, when time comes, after it's rested for a couple hours, we'll slice it into this, and we'll devour this after a couple of video games. But let's go ahead and do some quick slicing. So, just slice into this here. And for those of you that are wondering, Ness, are you going to throw all this stuff away? This is just slim pieces of meat, a lot of fat right here. I like to keep a hold of this, so I put this in a container, and then I'll use it for sausage. I'll use the fat for a lot of beef tallow, so we'll do that as well. All right, so on the back side here, there's a lot on this kernel here, so I want to trim some of that fat off. I don't want to go too far, but I just want to make sure that this is nice and even. Okay, so we've got the brisket trimmed out as much as possible here. I've trimmed some on the back. Again, I am not a professional, so don't judge me too harshly in the comments. So here, I like to apply a little bit of yellow mustard, and you don't taste this when you put it on the brisket. We're just gonna coat the brisket. This helps the seasoning to adhere to the brisket. So we're just gonna flip that over and apply it on the back side as well. And repeat the process. Make sure the entire brisket is coated in the mustard. I've got kosher salt and coarse black pepper. So I've got it pre-mixed in here. I blend it 50-50. And then we're just going to heavily coat this. This is a big piece of meat, so you don't have to worry about over seasoning it. So I'm just gonna generously apply that over the top. We're gonna pat that in. Don't rub it, we're gonna pat it in. So that's good and patted in right there. Repeat the process. You always want to season high. Don't forget about your sides. And this is all seasoned up and ready to go. Now, let's take it out to the smoker. All right. So we've got a smoke tube in here. Just gonna throw this in. Fat side up. We put it in there fat side up. We're gonna come back and check this in many hours to go. We'll probably do a quick spritz, and we'll check you back soon.
Mark of the Wolves, ladies and gents. The US version, we're getting it in. First game, so we've got the brisket on, everything's doing good. And we're gonna get this pop locking and dropping. We had the brisket on at 185 degrees, seasoned it with salt and pepper. We trimmed it up, put it on there, and put it on at around 7 o'clock p.m. So now we're gaming. I'm going to do my best. I haven't been playing my Mark of the Wolves very much lately, so let's get the fight pad ready to roll, and I'm just changing my controls. I'm like a Capcom setup, so I like light punch, heavy punch, light kick, heavy kick. And today we are going to use the trusty Neo Geo CD controller. I haven't used this in a while. Normally I use a joystick, but I've been cooking all day and I feel like taking it easy. So let's do this. Mr. Bogart, we're going to go for him. He's one of my favorite characters in the Fatal Fury series. Really enjoy him. Let's see what's pop locking. Final round? What did I do? Did I do one round? Oh, man. Oh, well. Well, for the sake of the video, we'll just do one round. Oh, it's a jerk. Oh, Buster Wolf! Get dusted! Let's go! And don't worry, y'all. We're gonna play some more games too. We're gonna play some other stuff too. So, alright. That was kind of a weak sauce finish. Weak sauce finish. I am not a professional gamer, y'all. I just collect them. But these Neo Geo games do get played. They get played a lot. Oh, get some. Just a fin action popping. Starting to come back to me. Oh my. Come on. Get dusty. No! Oh my god, his damage is insane. It's so bad. Oh no! Another just a hit. God! No! What? He blocked that? Insane! Oh my god, I can't believe he blocked that. What the heck? Oh. I'm about to baby rage. Oh. It's the controller. It's the controller. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I suck. I know. I suck. Alright. Well, with this, we've played quite a few, and I've gotten beat multiple times now. Won a couple of games, beat a couple of games. We're going to do a checkup on the brisket. Alright, we're back. It's morning time. Let's take a look and see how it looks. Oh my. Look at that. Ooh-wee. That looks good. It smells good. We're going to check the temperature on this just to see where it's looking like, but the color looks phenomenal. Check the temp on that. So we're about 164 degrees here. Oh my, look at that. Look at all that. Okay, so we're about 170 there. I'm probably going to rotate this and let this finish off for the hour, and then we're going to wrap this. Be right back. I've already rotated it, but while I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and spritz this. Get a little bit of moisture on here. Make sure she stays nice and moist. And from there, what we're going to do now is we're going to come back in about 30 minutes. We're going to take it into the kitchen and we're going to wrap this. Okay, so we're going to use some pink butcher paper here. All right, so we have pulled the brisket off. Wow, look at that.
really good. So we put this on at 185 degrees last night. It was really hot yesterday and we had a little bit of a cool down outside overnight. So I ended up having to take it to 225 degrees so I could get it to an internal temperature a little bit over 170. So we've got some liquid gold here. All this is oh, it smells good, Wagyu beef tallow. So we're just gonna apply that over the top of this. And this isn't needed. We're just gonna apply it. All over the brisket. And this is the meat side right here, so I'm just trying to make sure it gets really tender. Alright, so we applied all that. Now we're gonna wrap this. Just gonna put it over the top here just like that. We want it super tight. Fold it up. Side again. There we have it. It's all swaddled up and ready to go. So we're going to throw this back on the smoker at 250 degrees. And then from there, 2 hours later, we're going to come back, pull it off, check it, just make sure it's reaching internal temperature at 200 some odd degrees. Probably like 205 in the point, about 200 in the, or 200 in the point here, and then 205 in the flat, the thinner portion of the brisket. Let's hop into another game.
All right, next game up. Viewpoint in the house. I like this game. I like Viewpoint. Viewpoint, the soundtrack is really good to me. It's so good. We're just going to do normal. We're going to do normal. See what's going on. See what happens. Charge, and you can charge here too, so when you're charging these, you can wipe out, or you can button mash, whatever you want to do. This game, for the time, is really good. I like this game. Soundtrack just, for some reason, the soundtrack is so dope to me. Oh yeah, oh yeah. A little bit of the old school, you know, mix it up. Do a little bit of the gameplay. I know this, y'all. I'm ready for that brisket. Oh my god, I started thinking about food and I got. That's what happens. This is what happens, ladies and gents, when you're not focused. You know, I've been doing the brisket thing for, I don't know, 3 years now, and I still feel that I'm, like, I get a lot of people that say, like, oh my god, your brisket's good. I don't see it that way. I guess it's because I compare it to a lot of, like, barbecue joints here. Oh my god, I'm gonna rage. I'm gonna rage. I compare it to a lot of barbecue joints here in Texas. And I know I don't have a stick burner and all that stuff, you know, like a big, authentic wood burning grill. I've got a pellet grill, so, but the pellet grills do great. And to be honest, I wouldn't be able to game right now if it wasn't for the pellet grill. So, food turns out good, and I've made a lot of steak ribs, I've done some chicken, I've done pulled pork, I've done a little bit of everything on there, smoked queso. So, if you guys like that, if you would like to see more of the gameplay and food setup, let me know in the comments. I'm definitely interested in doing it. Something different, you know. Oh, I forgot about those rotating platforms. Oh, man. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Come on.
All right, let's open it up one more time. Let's check the temperature there. Okay, about 210 there. And the flat, Oh yeah, so we're good there. Let's go ahead and get this pulled off. We're gonna rest this in the cooler. And we've got it here in the cooler. And now she's going to sleep. Okay. So we have the brisket finally. As you can see, the scenery has changed. We're at a friend's house, and I had to bring this brisket. The games are over for the day, so if you like the games that I selected, drop links down in the comment. But let's open this up real quick. And Mrs. Neo Ness is behind the camera today. And oh my God, this thing is insanely juicy. Wow. Wow, wow. Right. So, right here, if you notice, if you want to zoom in here on this portion of the meat, we have the points here and then the flat. So we're gonna cut smack dab right into there. And we were in a rush to get here, so I did not pack any of my other tools, but let's take a look at that. Look at that right there. That is super juicy. So we're gonna go ahead and cut a little bit of that. Put that to the side there, and we're just gonna do a couple of slices of the brisket here. All right, and then here, let's see if we can. All right, and we're just gonna. Oh, that's falling apart. Okay, wonderful. We're just gonna get some of that juice on there. And let's do a quick taste test. Cheers. That's really good. It's extremely good. Super tender, juicy, and that's just on the flat. The flat is normally the drier piece of the brisket, but it's still juicy. And we're gonna take a little bit of this burn in that kind of broke up on me here. So it's got a lot of the bark, a lot of the juicy meat. We're gonna have a quick taste test on this as well. So good. One more. Hold on. Let me finish chewing. All right. So we got the brisket. We're gonna get this served to the guest here at the house, our friend's house that we're here at today. If you like the games that I played today, if you liked this brisket video, please drop comments down, like and subscribe. And again, as always, collect and play the way that you want to play, and I'll check you next time. Peace.